Hey everybody, Weem here. Actually running around in Scribblenauts tonight. I should be probably going to bed in the near future, but hey, why not? Why not put out another video, right? There's always time for videos. So, it is late, I'm slightly delirious, but I thought I would run through the object editor. First of all, I put out a video semi-recently of this. I did a Weem tries of Scribblenauts, so you might check that out. I'll put a link in the description if I remember to, but it was probably 5 videos back or so pretty easy to find from my channel page. But essentially it was just a quick walkthrough of a couple levels, helping people out, and just kind of me exploring the basics of the game. But gotta love the flamethrower. But what I wanted to do was jump into the object editor really quick and kind of give you a quick overview of how that works. So let's jump in here. I'm going to open the editor, and right now I've made a candy cane cannon, and you get the blue check mark here. That means it's actually up on Steam Workshop, so you can actually add that to your game. But I don't recommend it right now. It's kind of in a self-destructive mode. It will kill you if you use it. So anyway, I'm still kind of messing around with that. I made a little character that is representing me, I suppose, an avatar here. But we're just going to jump in and create something new. So in the object editor, now the game comes with a bunch of items, and you can kind of call those into your game by using your notebook, typing in a word like hat, and then the hat will appear in the game, and you could put it on or you could give it to somebody. Well, the object editor allows you to edit these objects and kind of create your own. Now you always have to start with something, and like the candy cane cannon, I'm actually going to start with a bazooka. So we're going to type in bazooka here, and that's going to be what we start with. So I can right click and kind of move this guy around. You can throw in a little scale here to see about its approximate size compared to your character. I could duplicate the item if I wanted to and kind of undo different things that I may have applied to it. So we're just going to make a bazooka here that shoots basketballs. I figured that might be kind of fun to dink around with. So we've got we have this section as what our controls here, what's open right now. We could go in here and paint on textures or just flat colors. For example, we could make this green if we wanted to, various elements of it. So you can do different colors here. And like I said, you could do textures, so we could do something like that. It's kind of wacky. So yeah, let's go ahead and maybe we'll go, since this is going to be like a basketball cannon. Oh, that's interesting. The orange changed the color of the pattern there. I wasn't aware that it would do that. So we've kind of got this color going here. I think I can take that off. Yeah. We're just going to go with a straight up orange bazooka. So as I said, you've kind of got your controls here. You have colors and textures here. Then you have various stamp patterns, and you can pull these from different items. It's got some that I've used recently, but you could bring in all kinds of stuff. For example, I could say, I've already got a scope on here, but let's just say, you know what, I want another scope. We type it in, it appears in here, and we can move it around and just kind of set it where we want. Now if we put it out here, it's no good. It does need to connect to the item, so we'll do something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll kind of go back to the controls here and click on it, and we can change its order and everything. We can put it behind the bazooka. We can rotate it different angles, slide it up or down with the arrows, so you can get some pretty precise control with that there. But I think we're just going to go ahead and see if I can't situate this a little better. It does have some pretty fine controls here. I end up having to tap it to turn it just right. But yeah, there we go. That's kind of in there. Let's see if we can do this orange, right? And we'll kind of make it fit. Yeah, another orange scope on top. Sure, why not? So you can remove elements with the eraser. I showed you the stamp stuff. So that's kind of the basics here. It's really a pretty straightforward system. Now where it starts to get fun is where you start applying properties. So down here bottom right, we're going to jump into some of the scripting, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but you have various options. Is it alive? How do other objects react to it? You can give it a health and a weight and all that. how it reacts to fire, electricity. If it's a weapon, you're going to determine exactly what it does. So for this one, we're actually going to do shoot, and we want to jump in here now. Right now it shoots a rocket, but we're going to change that. We're going to change that to basketball. If I can spell here, basketball. Okay, and again, this has a large number of objects to choose from. My candy cane cannon obviously shoots candy canes, but they explode. This one we're just going to do shoot as opposed to shoot, explode, or anything. I just want to fire basketballs, and we'll give it, a little bit of damage. So again, you have more options over here. Container, there's certain elements you can put in the world, like boxes or cages, and when you click on it, you can put an item into it that you're holding. So this kind of gives you the properties. If it were a container, how is that going to react? Movement is another option here. You have various elements in here to choose from. Equipment, basically how this can be applied to different characters. Can it be picked up? Can you sit on it? Can it sit on something? You got behaviors, and this is very straightforward. So you can add a behavior, and you can see it's got a behavior and a type. So it's going to eat food, but you could change this, and you can see you've got different things in here. Investigate, follow. You can have it, have all kinds of different properties, that it will follow this type of creature, or if it comes in contact with this, it explodes, things like that. Really fun stuff. Special, yeah, this one's kind of weird. I barely messed with this, so you can see wheel, object type, number of wheels, so that has to do with helping it move, I'm guessing. And then we can get into scripting. So this is kind of like behaviors, but you can see there's different things in here you can kind of adjust. So let's see. So when it's created, you see how simple this is right here. Is created, then it will, and you can choose something explode. So that's probably not that great for you. And then it will. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward for you to jump in here and throw in some scripting. Basically what they've done is they've taken a pretty complex idea, some of this kind of programming, and allowed you to kind of puzzle piece it together. So very simple for just about anyone to do. And once you see all these options here, you can imagine the possibilities. When you've got all of these different models to choose from and snap things together, and you can apply all these different kinds of properties and everything, it's kind of a game in its own, really. And it's what makes the game. It kind of adds this element of uncertainty, or I guess variety is maybe a better word for it. You may have a very simple thing to do. For example, on a level, you might need to move a car. Well, there's a lot of ways to do that. In my Weem Tries video, I actually created a tow truck and towed it. But you could blow it up, you could shoot it with a gun, you could maybe put wings on it and have it fly away, things like that. And this object editor really lets you get in and kind of go even further. And additionally, what's really cool about this, well, let's go ahead and name this here. Let's call it a basket. We'll just call it a basket bazooka. We'll keep it simple. Basket bazooka. Actually, it's a basketball, right? Basketball bazooka, sure. So we've got this in here. Let's go ahead and save it. Now I have it shooting basketballs. I think that's good enough. So you've got this here. Now another element, as I said, I've got this on Steam, the Steam Workshop right now. You can actually submit these up to the Steam Workshop, and then what that allows people to do is actually download your creation. So again, it's just adding a huge variety to the game. There's a lot of stuff that they didn't want to be putting into the game, some of it being vulgar, or these other people get creative. You can imagine some of the stuff that you could make. And this allows them to keep it out of the game, but allow people to create it. And obviously, if it's on Steam Workshop, you can download them and put them in your game. So people are doing some really cool stuff in there. So if you get a chance, you can jump on Steam and browse through the Steam Workshop for Scribblenauts and look at the really cool stuff people are making in there. So, okay, let's jump into the world with this. Okay, let's give this thing a whirl here. We're going to bring up our notebook here. We're going to go basketball bazooka, right? Basketball bazooka, sure. So here it is. Now I could give it to somebody else. I could drop it on the ground. I could hand it to myself. We're just going to give it to me. Sweet. Look at that bazooka. Alright, now let's try this thing. Look at that. Oh, he didn't like that at all, did he? Take that. Now, I can't hit this guy. He's got this kind of mission thing going on. Get back here, lady. So I click her and click attack. And he'll keep attacking her. Look at that. Killed with a basketball. Yeah. Let's shoot some things up here. Look at that. You never knew a basketball could do so much damage, huh? Anyway. So you can see there's really so much potential with this. The object editor is just so much fun to go in and mess around with, and you really can do a lot. I mean, your imagination, you just run wild with it in there, and it's a blast. So no pun intended. But yeah. So anyway. That is a look at the object editor. So thanks for stopping in. I do intend on playing this game some more. I really haven't played past the Weem tries video other than those first couple levels, so I'm going to be picking that back up and running around. So definitely, if you want to see more of this game, please let me know in the comments. As I said, I am going to do another video, but I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure if anybody's really into seeing more of this game. So if you want to see more, let me know. If you don't want to see more, you can definitely feel free to let me know that too. I appreciate a message either way. Like the video if you liked it, and thanks again for stopping in, guys and gals. I will catch you next time.